What's up, everybody? We got the penultimate episode for Skeleton Crew, and buckle up. Before we get into my breakdown, make sure to subscribe so you're not missing out on any content here in the new year. But with that being said, let's get into episode 7. Once again, we open up with the parents, and I have to say, it was the best of their scenes so far. They're trying to get a transmitter buoy out to the kids, but they're immediately discovered by the security droids. They had a great concept here with the relay chase instead of the relay race, but it made me realize it's not just a problem when the kids are involved in these forest chase scenes, it's just a Southern California production problem. But still, it was a good opening scene, all things considered. Then we get back to Jod, who's still jabbering away to keep out of the pirate airlock as they arrive outside the perimeter of Adin, and immediately, as a fan of the Clone Wars, I'm thinking, how is this going to be connected to Iago? Which, if you're not familiar with the planet, it's where Anakin and Obi-Wan have to go to get the cure for the Blue Shadow virus, and it's rumored to be a living planet, but it actually just had a defense system that created a ring of wrecked ships. It's part of a 2-part arc, Season 1, Episodes 7 and 8. Go watch them again, or for the first time, I promise you, you won't be disappointed. But we gotta get back to this episode of Skeleton Crew, and the kids arrive too and are immediately caught in the pirates' tractor beam. Jod's able to convince the pirates that Renard's ship is exactly what they need to get through to Adin, and he does actually end up being right about that, I guess, but the kids aren't going down without a fight. They snag Brutus as he tries to board their ship and unknowingly trap him in his deathbed as Jod executes him in front of everybody, including the kids, which he does once again. He takes over and takes them hostage, again, for the second straight week, and the power's going straight to his head. Which, speaking of, he gets his helmet back this week before the Onyx Cinder receives a parent's transmission. That cues them in on how to get there, finding a Republic emissary, and that's going to be no problem because they're on one ship, a ship that's seen flip-flopping captaincy as the kids take it back, and we got another awesome 33 action scene out of this too. The droid clears the pirates off and is taking the kids back home, and the defense system around Adin isn't exactly like Iago, but they are both essentially electrical storms, which Iago had the energy field, and this is more so layers of electrical mines, kind of like the Citadel wall actually, but in the sky, which that's another great arc in the Clone Wars, probably a top 5 arc in the Clone Wars actually. But, and apologies for getting sidetracked, the Clone Wars is just great, but back with the crew, they've got a stowaway as Jod did get back on board, and he's hit pay dirt. He slices and dices 33, which was dope, but unfortunate, and then he just berates the kids who, once again, delivered incredible performances which have elevated this show from just being, fun and decently good to genuinely being a good show. Jod threatens them as they arrive back at their home world, now knowing what their parents look like, and he's received as the Republic emissary, and so he's taken straight to the vault, his target. They pay homage to Obi-Wan's visit to Kamino in Attack of the Clones here too, as the security droids respond to Jod's jaw-dropping with the classic Kamino line, "We'd hoped you'd be pleased." But this vault is absolutely crazy, and they have 1,139 more, or, well, I guess 38 more, just like it, as Adin is truly a pirate's paradise. Then outside the vault, the episode closes as the kids are reunited with their parents, as they'll likely face some punishment together, but I also think when it's discovered there's no one behind the mask of the supervisor but his programmed droids, they'll go unpunished, which that has to be the outcome of this show. They discover there's no supervisor, he's been dead, the droids were programmed to keep the ship going, and I'm sure others have speculated the same thing, so I'm not going to dive too deep there. I haven't really been doing theories with this show, but that's where I'm at. Oh, and Jod, he is not very happy about their reunion. In all seriousness, that was another solid episode for the show, but there's definitely a couple of scenes in this episode that I'm just going to choose to believe Lee Isaac Chung did not direct. But again, the kids' performances were off the charts, and Jude Law is only getting better as Jod's true colors have been unveiled. And so that'll do it for my breakdown of episode 7 from Skeleton Crew. I gotta be honest, I'm a bit nervous that the finale is gonna be a bit of a drag just because we got so much in this week's episode, but that's a future problem because this was a strong penultimate episode and it only had a 30-minute runtime, but it felt way longer while watching it, but like in the good way. Let me know what you thought of this week's episode though down in the comments below and make sure you have a great day.